And again, Norman Parke picking up where he left off. That left hand is money for the Bushmills man.
Oh, absolutely, and now landing a push kick as well. Orgulho fires back with 2 inside kicks of his own and a 3rd to the body.
Yeah, big kicks and then a straight shot from Orgulho.
And looked like Parke is really starting to enjoy himself in mission, so he knows a little something or two about making sparks fly.
Expecting nothing less than an twice. Joe Duffy, Brendan Loughnane, Colin Fletcher, Gleason Tabai, Francisco Trinaldo, Reza Madari, Rustam Kabalov, Paul. His corner, proudly representing IMMA in Ballymena.
And would you look at that? I mean, you'd think if you see a 16-10 record, that's going to be a bit more experienced guy, but Norman Parke has him beat. 3 years older, slightly shorter. Let's hand it over to Christophe, our MC, for the official introductions.
Dans le coin bleu, 1m85, 82 kilos, 7 victoires, 10 défaites en professionnel. Il nous vient du Brésil, Junior Pure Style Orgulho! Et dans le coin rouge, 1m82, 81,8 kilos, 30 victoires pour 7 défaites. Il nous vient d'Irlande du Nord, Stormen Norman Parke!
Okay, here we go. Catchweight action between Brazil's Junior Orgulho in the blue corner and European MMA legend Stormin Norman Parke in the red.
You can hear Coach Rodney Moore telling Norman to be first. Has developed exponentially with regards to his striking of late. Big shot over the top.
You could hear that shot echo through the arena here.
In the body here, Parke lighting up a little bit.
Pretty decent defensive work there from Orgulho, though. I mean, rolling with the punches. Oh!
Nice little short hook there from Norman Parke.
Yeah, he connected with that one for sure. There's a takedown attempt, single.
And runs the pipe absolutely beautifully. Judo versus BJJ right now.
Judo seems to have the upper hand so far as we reach our final 10 seconds of the round.
Nice work to invest in the body from Norman Parke. Very interesting first round there, Sebastian. I think a lot of people will be surprised at the developments that Norman Parke has made in the hands. Not by any stretch was he considered a one-dimensional fighter, but his strong suit was always his wrestling and his grappling. Now opening up with a hands, that shows that even at 36 years old, Norman Parke is still evolving, still developing as a professional mixed martial artist.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if you were to rewind time a couple of years, I don't think we would see him see his willingness to engage quite as much on the feet, especially with a guy that's, you know, pure steel. It's a pretty good nickname there for Orgulho because he's taken a lot of heavy hits and he hasn't backed down. Let's take a look at some of those highlights from round one.
So no, that's a big shot right over the top. And that did earn the respect of Orgulho, who intelligently has been investing in the body with heavy knees and kicks to the midsection, but as we say, Norman Parke, one of the most supremely conditioned professional athletes in the world today.
Yeah, if you look at him, he is ready to go. He is going, yeah, quite a bit of water on Orgulho there. Parke pointing it out to the referee.
A little bit of a veteran gamesmanship there, perhaps in the corner. Give your fighter a little bit of a longer reprieve.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, Orgulho is a veteran, so he definitely has a veteran bag of tricks with him.
3 years younger than Norman Parke is. That's crazy.
You would not think that, right?
Oh,
no fighters connecting there.
Yeah, he's Orgulho opening up with the hands nicely, but he's being pressured against the cage. Another big shot to the body. He really is investing in the body here. Parke smothering the work of Orgulho. Watch out for the knee in this position. Potential here for a short elbow over the top for either fighter.
And I think that Parke perhaps didn't really like the way that opening exchange went.
Yeah, this is where Parke absolutely thrives. Just systematically shutting down and forcing his opponent to wear his weight.
Oh, did that knee perhaps land a little south of the border? I guess it must have, because they separated, but Parke seems pretty unfazed by the knee.
Must have intimated to the referee that he was happy to continue. Again, straight shots from Parke here. Fundamentally so clean, and lands a beautiful shot on the break.
That was a great left hand.
Why did the referee
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened.
stop there? You wait for a natural break in the action to put a gum shield back in, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
So if I was Norman Parke, I'd perhaps be a little bit perturbed by that, but you wait for a natural break, not while the fighters are engaged.
Yeah, that was a very, very quick break.
Yep.
And the fact that they gave, you know, Orgulho's team time to wash it out as well.
Norman Parke right back into the fray. Beautiful straight right from Norman, straight left, sorry, from Norman Parke.
Oh yeah, he seems to smell blood in the water now. He is on the hunt like a great white shark. Nice little right hand there off of the break as well.
And it's just constant, perpetual pressure from Norman Parke, barely taking a backward step.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, storming is the right nickname there as well.
Trying to get in on the takedown here, but once again, it may look like not a lot is going on right now. Parke complaining about grab of the glove.
No, no. No,
it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
A little bit strange here. Orgulho throwing a little bit of a temper tantrum.
Yeah, it seems like Parke was complaining about Orgulho having his fingers in his gloves, I believe.
And so they should put them back into the natural position they were in. There it is. Good work from the referee. I was critical of his break earlier, but I have to give him credit where it's due. And our frustration seems to be creeping in a little bit here. Frustration and fatigue for Orgulho. Norman Parke opening up.
How about that flurry? A succession of 6 or 7 shots there against his opponent. Lands another nice left hand there.
This is some of the best work we have seen from Norman Parke. Again, the hands look absolutely fantastic. That southpaw work is fantastic. Another straight shot.
Oh, he's landing heavy shots here as Norman Parke, and Orgulho is on the retreat.
I would like to see Norman disengage in this position because he was doing great work there.
Yep.
Almost feel like I'm doing his corner. This is great. Swing and a miss with the spinning elbow.
Yeah, basically no damage there. Nice short shots to the body there.
Good elbow in close from Orgulho, but you can sense, oh, he landed the spinning elbow. Parke unfazed by it.
I mean, he ate that like a premium slice of New York pizza. Oh, again, it looks like one of those kicks landed in the wrong spot. And that could be the 4th time or so that Parke may have been struck or at least grazed in the crotch.
Unfortunately, this is fortuitous for Orgulho, who gets the little bit of a break here. Norman Parke was putting the pressure on. If you're Norman Parke, you want to get in as soon as you can again.
And it looks like a very stern warning there from the referee. I would not be surprised if he takes a point if it happens again.
Fight right back in. And again, Norman Parke picking up where he left off. That left hand is money for the Bushmills man.
Oh, absolutely. And now landing a push kick as well. Orgulho fires back with 2 inside kicks of his own and a 3rd to the body.
Yeah, big kicks and then a straight shot from Orgulho.
And it looked like Parke is really starting to enjoy himself in there. Gave his opponent a little smirk or sticking his tongue out.
I don't know if he enjoyed those leg kicks, Sebastian.
I doubt it, but I think he enjoys what he's giving his opponent here and what he will continue dishing out here inside the cage. I think as soon as they separate, we'll see another flurry. Yeah.
Oh, big shot again from Parke with a left hand.
He can't get careless with Parke. I mean, Orgulho still got power, and he's throwing that uppercut.
I'd like to see Parke perhaps throw an uppercut in this position because Orgulho is covering up from the straight shots. There's little gaps here potentially for a bent arm shot, the likes of almost like a shovel uppercut or a bent arm hook.
Yeah, there's a great point there, Phil. So they tie up here. And the knee that Orgulho has thrown up the middle has been quite effective. It looks like he might be trying to set one up here.
But again, this is something that Norman Parke does so well. Smothers the opponent, forces them to carry his weight.
Not much on that kick there for Orgulho.
Oh, again with the 1-2, Parke. If he scores a takedown here, that would be definitive in the context of the round. Beautiful work from Norman Parke.
What a way to punctuate the second round here. After doing so well on the feet, but why not make this the lasting image of the middle round here? Once again in top control. Expect him to posture up if he can and land some ground and pound.
Serious veteran, savvy, 17 years a pro. Incredible from Norman Parke.
Great round of action there.
Orgulho looks a little bit sheepish, dare we say.
Yeah, he took his time getting up off of the canvas, somewhat wobbly, getting back to his corner. And I mean, can you blame him? I mean, some of those exchanges have been insane.
Norman Parke has definitely found a chink in the armor of pure steel Junior Orgulho. And it's that left hand is getting through. His timing and accuracy on it is fantastic. I would like to see him maybe, as I say, follow up with perhaps a bent arm shot, or there's an uppercut potentially available to him.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, he kind of threw it, but didn't quite commit completely. But that might have been one of those feeling out strikes. I would suspect that by now, after 10 minutes elapsed, that Parke is really starting to find his rhythm, find his distance, and I would not be surprised if he listens to your unofficial cornering, Phil, and throws that uppercut. Third and final round here between these two very experienced competitors, Junior Orgulho and Norman Parke. Once again, a bit of a veteran savvy move there. Make sure that there's a couple extra seconds here for Orgulho to regain his composure.
Parke, one of the greatest exports of Northern Ireland, along with Tito Crisps and dysfunctional family dynamics.
Well, let's not forget great commentators as well.
I'll behave.
Nice straight left there to the body for Parke.
Parke again predatory in his approach here. Really starting to open up with the strike, Seb.
I love that lead hook to straight left combination there.
And now he's working on the body a little bit.
I wouldn't be surprised if those are setting up.
Oh! Another big shot from Norman Parke.
How is Orgulho on his feet?
There's a short little uppercut from Parke. Again, needs to be wary in these situations. Orgulho has been dangerous with the knees, but Parke pinning the head underneath the chin of Orgulho. Orgulho's, you have to give him credit. He's eaten some big shots from Norman.
I mean, he's living up to his nickname, Pure Steel, definitely. Lesser opponents would definitely be... Oh, a huge elbow as well off the break. But yeah, lesser opponents would have been floored by now.
At 36 years old, this is potentially the best version of Norman Parke that we have seen inside a cage.
Yeah, I've never seen him this comfortable on the feet. Looking at his performance, you'd think that, you know, striking was his background.
And it has to be said, this is a very dangerous opponent. He's fighting a veteran of 26 MMA bouts himself, is Junior Orgulho.
Oh, definitely. And, you know, he's shown why he's in this fight, Orgulho. I mean, the strikes that he's taken, some of the offense that he's landed on his own right.
The output from this could be the beginning of the end. Big elbow from Parke forces the separation. And the output from Norman Parke, Seb, has been incredible.
It's insane. Once he, I mean, he's like Pringles. Once he pops, he just can't stop. Oh, spinning elbow just misses there for a Brazilian.
Again, just everything that Parke is throwing here seems to land.
I mean, yeah, it's like his opponent is steel and he's a magnet. Oh!
That's a solid front kick, but Parke, as tough as you like, big old blockhead on him, takes it, no problem.
Yeah, plays it off very well.
The unmistakable voice of Rodney Moore. Say, get your head stuck in there.
And it is exhausting as well, moving backwards as much as Orgulho has done. I mean, he's barely taken a step forward.
He's been more and more on the back foot as this fight has progressed. Again, Parke charging forward. I love that he didn't follow that up dangerously. He sat back a little bit, he assessed.
I mean, Parke is almost landing at will here. Takedown attempt a little bit earlier.
They try and bump him off the cage here, use that little spring off the cage. Trip takedown available or sweep the leg. But I would genuinely be happy to see Norman Parke disengage and continue to strike.
Oh, absolutely. He has excelled on the feet.
And right now, I'm sure that Norman Parke has some reserves left, that he can turn up the intensity a little bit and work for the finish.
I love these short little shots to the body there as well.
That elbow is fantastic. Coming up to 90 seconds left in the third and final round. And what has essentially been a masterclass from Norman Parke.
Oh, definitely. I mean, this has been like watching Norman Parke's version of him painting the Sistine Chapel. It's truly something to behold here. The way that he has started to complete his game as a mixed martial artist, the criticism that he received early on in his career for being one-dimensional, you cannot say anything of that now.
You say the 16th chapel, I think it's more impressive than the 17th or 18th chapel. Before you tweet me, I'm aware he said Sistine Chapel. But again, great work done in the clinch. A minute left in the third and final round. It is all Norman Parke right now.
Yeah, the final minute.
Oh, nasty shot with the elbow.
I mean, here in the second half of the final round, Orgulho kind of playing part of the heavy bag here for Norman Parke, who is just teeing off almost at will.
Parke doing good work to the body. But credit to Orgulho, he's throwing back with these elbows.
Yeah, you can see that veteran savvy there in Orgulho. He's always got some fight in him. Oh, nice.
Slip and rip from Norman Parke, trying to punctuate the round with a takedown. And again, like I say, on the face of it, Norman Parke has 13 wins by decision on his ledger. And to some people may say that that's not particularly entertaining, but I would say, look at this fight. Perhaps a late finish for Norman Parke if he continues with this.
These shots are adding up. If he separates and lands, Orgulho makes it out of there, but I mean, just barely in one piece. He was hit with everything but the kitchen sink in there.
Bushmills in the house, Ballymena in the house. Stand up for Norman Parke en route to what potentially could be a 30-26 win. That last round was all Norman Parke, and given that the scoring criteria and rules now say that you don't have to be as definitive for the 10-8, that was incredibly dominant from Parke.
Yeah, honestly, I think a 10-6, or sorry, a 10-8
10-6, that's generous, Sebastian.
Yeah, but a 10-8 round in that final one, would be warranted, in my opinion. I mean, Orgulho barely took a step forward, was almost always on the offense. He ate a hellacious amount of strikes heading his way. And really, I mean, Norman Parke was almost just throwing at will there and landing at will as well.
As we said at the conclusion of the fight, perhaps the best version we have seen of Norman Parke, at the very least with regards to his striking.
Oh yeah, whoop, there it is for sure.
Vainqueur de ce combat par décision unanime des juges, Norman Parke!
Norman, congratulations for this win. So, it was a tough opponent in front of you. How does it feel to fight with him? And was it the end you expected? Translation. Donc, c'était un combattant extrêmement rude et âpre face à lui. Est-ce que c'était le finish qu'il souhaitait, enfin la fin qu'il souhaitait pour son combat?
Well, I've got a new nickname. I'm called Norman the Decision King Parke. But hey, he's tough, you know, very, very strong. And I maybe underestimated him a little bit because he's lost his last few fights by TKO. And I felt first round I still need to warm up because we were warming up out the back and we thought we were going to fight at 9 o'clock. But he says, hey, you're ready to fight now. So it took me a wee while to warm up the first round. And I felt after that I got into my groove. And I'm happy, you know, but I still want to get the finish sometime.
So you wanted the finish?
Yeah, I did want the finish. I heard my coach saying, come on, he's tired, you know, he's tired. And I try. And then we end up clinching in the cage, and he held on pretty strong too. But, you know, it's my style. Not everybody likes my style, but I fight my style, and that's just it. That's the fighter I am. I'm a grinder. So maybe, as the saying goes, once you finish a fight, once you pop, you can't stop. So maybe next fight I can finish, but...
Alors, je vais synthétiser pour le public français. Oui, effectivement, c'était un combattant extrêmement rude, extrêmement difficile, mais pour lui, le premier round, c'était vraiment un échauffement, et il a décidé de passer la 5e à partir du 2e round. Il a tenté de le finir avant la limite, mais effectivement, il encaissait durement. Mais voilà, il s'est donné à fond, et il est content de repartir avec la victoire. So, are you expecting to have another fight here in the organization?
Yeah.
Est-ce que tu auras un autre combat dans l'organisation?
Yeah, of course, I signed a contract. We negotiate a wee bit, you know, and we finally get there. But I think maybe next fight, maybe one more fight, and then maybe after fight for the title. Because I'm just new to the promotion. I don't like to jump the queue like some other people. I'll earn my way to fight for the belt. So next fight, I can fight 77 kilograms because this is a catch weight, 82 kilograms. And yeah, we can fight someone at 77 kilograms next. And then if I get the job done, then rest assured, I want to fight for the belt.
Donc il a expliqué qu'effectivement il venait de signer un contrat avec l'organisation et qu'à terme il aimerait combattre pour la ceinture, donc pourquoi pas un autre combat, puis ensuite la ceinture, parce que c'est par ça qu'il est animé, c'est sa flamme. Et so we know that you went through all the best organization in the world. What you expect for your end of career? Donc il est passé par les plus grandes organisations comme le BAMA, le KSW, l'UFC, il a même gagné Ultimate Fighter, le show de l'UFC. Aujourd'hui, qu'est-ce qu'il attend pour sa fin de carrière?
You know, French is known for having lovely red wine, and I just age like nice red wine, so I'm going to keep fighting as long as I can. I feel good, you know, and sometimes I take some damage, but I still look good after the fight, so I think I'll just keep fighting until I feel like as I said in an interview, if I get knocked out, then I think it's the right time to leave the sport, but they don't call me Stonehead for nothing, so I'm going to keep fighting in France. Bonjour, merci, France. Yo.
Donc, il a expliqué qu'il était comme le bon vin et qu'il se bonifiait avec l'âge et que tant qu'il lui en reste sous le pied, eh bien, il continuerait de combattre et d'essayer de mettre des KO parce que c'est ce qu'il aime et par-dessus tout. Voilà. Congratulations on this amazing win.
Thank you very much. Merci.
Aging like a fine wine indeed. You would not think that he was 36 years old, and a title shot might not be too far off, and who has that title will be decided in the next fight, as well as the welterweight strap is up.